the Pittsburgh Steelers could be eyeing a new first-round running back. The Pittsburgh Steelers find themselves in an interesting position heading into the upcoming NFL Draft. With the decision not to exercise the fifth-year option on Najee Harris's contract, the team now faces the need to find a running back for the future. According to recent reports, multiple draft simulations have projected the Steelers as a team that could select a running back in the first round. One of the most mentioned names has been Ashton Jeanty, whose standout performance last season has propelled him up prospect rankings. However, former ESPN analyst and current The Ringer draft expert Todd McShay suggests that the Steelers might surprise many and go in a different direction. In his latest mock draft, McShay projects Pittsburgh to select Omarion Hampton with the 21st overall pick in the first round. With Najee Harris set to become an unrestricted free agent and Jaylen Warren headed for restricted free agency, the Steelers don't have a clear in-house option to lead the running back group in 2025, McShay wrote. Hampton is a power back with the ability to generate yards after contact, an attribute that offensive coordinator Arthur Smith has historically valued. He would be an immediate upgrade in talent at the position while also being a more cost-effective and higher upside option than Harris. Pittsburgh also has needs in the secondary and could consider Florida State cornerback Azariah Thomas if they choose to address running back later in the draft or free agency. With so many options available, there's a possibility the Steelers may choose to focus on other positions of need in the first round and push the running back selection to later rounds. If that's the case, they could still land a solid running back later in the draft while keeping Jaylen Warren for at least one more season. Omarion Hampton, the ideal option for Pittsburgh? Hampton, a product of the North Carolina Tar Heels, has proven to be an explosive runner with exceptional tackle-breaking ability and the capacity to gain yards in traffic. Last season, he recorded over 1,500 rushing yards and 15 touchdowns, making him one of the most intriguing prospects at the position. Steelers' new offensive coordinator Arthur Smith has previously favored running backs who thrive in zone-blocking schemes and can wear down defenses with their physicality. Hampton would fit perfectly into this system, providing a dominant presence in the running game and allowing Pittsburgh to maintain its identity as a tough, physical team in the trenches. Additionally, Hampton presents a more affordable option compared to Harris. Given the Steelers' conservative approach to investing in high-cost running backs, selecting Hampton would allow them to maintain financial flexibility while acquiring a player with star potential. What other moves could the Steelers make? If the Steelers choose not to take Hampton with the 21st pick, they could explore other key positions. The secondary remains an area in need of reinforcements, with players like Kool-Aid McKinstry or Cooper DeJean being attractive first-round options. They could also look to strengthen the offensive line, a unit that has been inconsistent in recent years. Another viable strategy for Pittsburgh would be to wait and select a running back in the second or third round, where players like Blake Corum, Bucky Irving, or Trey Benson could still be available. These prospects offer high-level talent and could complement the Steelers' backfield well. The future of Pittsburgh's ground game. With uncertainty surrounding the running back position, the Steelers' decision in the draft could shape the future of their rushing attack for years to come. Hampton stands out as an intriguing option who fits the team's offensive philosophy and could provide an immediate impact. What do you think? Should the Steelers select Omarion Hampton in the first round, or should they focus on other positions and look for a running back later in the draft? Leave your comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more Steelers and NFL news and analysis. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going through one of the most crucial off-seasons in recent franchise history. After a season that left many expectations, the team looks to take a step forward to remain competitive within one of the toughest conferences in the NFL, the AFC. With several needs on their roster, the Steelers find themselves in a privileged position to make key moves that could lead to a successful season. In this video, we'll explore how the Steelers could achieve what many are calling the perfect offseason, according to a recent analysis by Pro Football Focus, PFF. Stay with us to the end to get all the details, and don't forget to share your opinion in the comments. Let's get started. One of the main reasons the Pittsburgh Steelers have a competitive advantage this offseason is their financial position. Currently, the Steelers have the 9th largest amount of salary cap space, which gives them an excellent opportunity to make important moves in free agency. This space allows them to address several of their key needs without compromising their financial future. However, while the team has the financial capacity to make signings, the decisions are not simple. Pittsburgh has several areas to improve to remain competitive in the tough AFC, especially in two key areas, the secondary and the offense. In this context, Mason Cameron's report from Pro Football Focus presents an interesting proposal that could immediately transform the team. According to Cameron, the ideal offseason combination for the Steelers would be acquiring cornerback DJ Reed from the New York Jets and selecting wide receiver Luther Burden III from the University of Missouri in the draft. One of the weaknesses the Steelers have had in recent years is their secondary. While they have had great players like Minkah Fitzpatrick, the lack of depth and an elite cornerback on the other side has been a hurdle. This is where DJ Reed, a cornerback from the New York Jets, comes in. Reed is a player with a solid NFL track record. Throughout his career, he has shown he can cover some of the best wide receivers in the league, excelling mainly with his ability to make tight coverage. In the Steelers' defensive scheme, Reed would fit perfectly, complementing players like Fitzpatrick and raising the quality of the secondary. With his ability to effectively cover opposing receivers, Reed could help neutralize the powerful aerial attacks in the AFC, a vital aspect for Pittsburgh's playoff aspirations. In addition to his coverage skills, Reed is also versatile. His ability to play in different roles within the backfield would allow him to adapt to various defensive situations and give defensive coordinator Teryl Austin more options to surprise opponents. Adding Reed to the Steelers' secondary could be one of the smartest and most decisive moves of their offseason. While defense is a priority, the Steelers also need to improve their offense, especially at the wide receiver position. Last season, Pittsburgh ranked 31st in the NFL in yards after the catch by their receivers, indicating there's a lot of room for improvement. Adding Luther Burden III to the receiver corps could be exactly what the team needs to revitalize their passing attack. Burden, who has been one of the emerging stars in college football, stands out for his speed, explosiveness, and ability to make big plays. At Missouri, he demonstrated his ability to generate yards after the catch, which could be a game-changer for a team that needs to be more dynamic in the passing game. Burden's presence would not only provide a new threat in the offense, but also help free up other players like George Pickens, who could greatly benefit from the additional attention Burden would attract. In addition to his ability to make explosive plays, Burden also has excellent receiving technique, allowing him to quickly adapt to NFL offensive schemes. His arrival could transform the Steelers' offense, providing them with a more dangerous weapon and giving quarterback Kenny Pickett more opportunities for a more balanced attack. Although the combination of DJ Reed and Luther Burden III sounds like the ideal formula, the Steelers have other options to consider. At cornerback, players like Charvarius Ward from the San Francisco 49ers could also be a viable option. Ward has been one of the most solid cornerbacks in recent years and could fit perfectly in Pittsburgh's system. However, with other teams competing to improve their secondary, the race to secure either Reed or Ward could become a tight one. As for the offense, while Burden would be a great addition, the Steelers will also need to consider other aspects, such as the situation at quarterback. While Pickett has shown signs of progress, the uncertainty surrounding his development could lead the front office to explore additional options to improve the team's offensive performance. However, the main focus of this analysis remains strengthening the defense and receiver corps, areas where Pittsburgh clearly needs improvement. If the Steelers manage to sign DJ Reed and select Luther Burden III in the draft, the team could see significant improvements on both sides of the ball. On defense, adding an experienced cornerback with proven skills like Reed would provide stability and depth, allowing Pittsburgh to have one of the best secondaries in the league. On offense, adding Burden would completely transform the passing attack, giving Pickett more weapons to work with and opening more opportunities for his teammates. However, the Steelers are not alone in their pursuit of these players. Other teams with greater financial capacity, or who need to strengthen their secondary or receiver corps, could intervene, making it harder for Pittsburgh to acquire Reed and Burden. In this scenario, the Steelers would need to assess other options and adapt to the situation. Off-season moves can make the difference between a team fighting for the playoffs and one that falls short. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, Signing DJ Reed and selecting Luther Burden III would be key moves that would strengthen both their defense and offense. With a more balanced and competitive team, the Steelers could become a serious contender in the AFC. What do you think of these potential moves? Do you believe DJ Reed and Luther Burden III would be key pieces for a successful Steelers season? Or do you think the team should focus on other positions? Leave your comment and subscribe so you don't miss any updates on the future of the Steelers. See you in the next video.